13. Ownerless letter. "20 meters! They're about to climb over!" The thundering roar of gunfire shakes the earth as thousands of corrupted cling together in an ant-like swarm, scaling the ancient stone ramparts against a storm of bullets. As scores of dead are blasted away by artillery shells, other groups instantly fill the gap. Hundreds of metallic skeletons scrape against each other, creating a salvage-ridden as they assail the faltering defenses. 5 meters! They're here! Before the soldier can finish, a crowd suddenly leaps onto the battlement and watches ahead, the fresh blood on his blade flashing with a horrifying gleam. In midair, 2 armor-piercing rounds whistle through the wind, striking the crowd's right arm and cutting away his weapon. "Get lost!" Tachinga leaps forward with lightning speed, spinning around with a fine kick to the crafted. Its metal jaw shatters as it flies backward, tumbling down from the battlement. "Don't stop! Keep firing!" Tachinga fluffs the blood from her cheek and shouts toward the machine gun post. "Yes, ma'am." Amid the roaring gunfire, a deep, muffled impact resonates from below. Tachinga suddenly feels the ground sink beneath her as she staggers backward. Another boon falls, sending purple through the city wall like the knocking of a giant and rattling the nerves of every soldier on the battlefield. Tachinga shoots across at the edge of the wall, dead before looking down. Below, a mechanical horde clusters dancing together behind a cloaked figure. It grits maliciously as it raises his arm. "Oh, not... Ugh!" Sakataki, drugs of the golden age. They make perfect fertilizer for my new world. Crimson particles swirl between his palms as the nearby crowd twists and nurture, and their steel spines erupting outward. With a bone-chilling groan, they slowly coalesce into an iron mass the size of a car. "Struggle all you want! In this deadly mist, no one will hear your pathetic whimpers! F you!" The descendant swings his arm as Tachinga's pupils constrict in alarm, as she shouts, "Everyone below! Get away from the wall!" The iron spear crackles with red lightning. A howling gale erupts, carrying the projectile with tremendous force as it shoots forward, instantly smashing through the crumbling stone wall and sending dust billowing up. "Kill them!" The crowd surged toward the breach in the wall like fish breaking through a net, forming an overwhelming tide of destruction. The dark, stormy mechanical horde quickly swept to the street, crashing through the barricade, crossing into the cold, traffic tank. Crashing at the front down the deserted street, the faded dead fast, and the point of anything chasing, through the face of high air flames of suddenly, he is silent combat to hold away the tide of destruction. Dozens of Pauline are simultaneously pulled back, and green rifles emerge from every rooftop, every window, and behind every door. "Open fire!" Stack beams roar in unison as countless muzzle flashes erupt. In thunderous barrage, dozens of crowd in the front crumple like wheat fields in a storm, clasping instantly under the overwhelming force. Realizing they have walked into a trap, the brother immediately changed tactics, dispersing into numerous smaller squads that dart into nearby buildings to search for demons house by house. "Martha! Ammo! Right away!" The boy feels himself collide with something and looks up to see a towering armored figure blocking his path. "Hehe. You?" Primal fear makes the boy's jaw drop, as the butt of ammunition he has been carrying over his shoulder clatters to the ground. "Shh." The descendant playfully raises a finger, making a shushing motion as the other hand reaches slowly toward the boy's face. "Get away from him!" Shang shouts, leaping for the stairs and wrapping his arms tightly around the descendant's neck. "Oh? So it's..." The descendant falls to the ground, but seems unperturbed by Zhang's attack. Instead, he studies his attacker's face with disturbing interest. "Oh my god, this... Ugh." A sinister laugh escapes from behind his cracked mask, and echoes through the turbulent hallway hauntingly. "You monster! Die!" With gritted teeth, Zhang clutches the descendant's head and roars, smashing against the stairs with all his strength. Very well. You'll serve as insurance for a catalyst. Oh my god! Blood sprays to the sickening sound of breaking bones. Seeing his kick away violently, his body tumbling like a ragdoll doll into crashes to a streetlight, leaving a horrifying trail of blood. The descendant advances with heavy footsteps through the rubble, knocking directly to where his victim lies. Where's his palm? Revealing a canyon muscle within that surges with green flames. Suddenly, a rustling sound comes from beside him. He whirls around, aiming his canyon in that direction. Blades around like a venomous snake, striking from the stem, instantly engulfing the path before him. The thick smoke soon clears, but there's only a rifle lying across the broken ground. What? Seizing the moment when her enemies are distracted, Tajika bursts from the opposite side. Her specialist dagger glinting with deadly purpose as she drives it straight toward the Ascendant's exposed ribs. With thunderous boom, cyan flames erupt from between the Ascendant's steel shoulder blades. Scalding steam bursts outward like electric net, catching Tajika mid-air and hurling her away. Tajika rolls with the impact, landing and sliding several feet across the ground. Your descendant who's been hiding in the red mist. She lights her nose and spits out a mouthful of blood. Listen to those agonized screams in the ruins. Who's really the one hiding in the mist now? A pleasure to meet you, Ranger Tajika. I know it's you who follow my trail. Destroy my laboratories. I freed those worthless peasants. My boss gave me the orders. Your bloody and depraved experience end today. You? With that pathetic shell of flesh and blood? He sneers as he tilts his head back and crushes Tajika's sidearm with his foot. As he raises his hand, prison particles drift slowly through the mist, swirling around the cyan flames erupting from his mechanical body. Without tantalum affinity, you're just a counterfeit with some metal plates attached. Meanwhile, I'm the master of the Ascension Network, the culmination of steel and silicon. No, you're not. I like to think, in my opinion. Even though probably in war is not the case, but I believe in, a little more. Okay. Forgive my bluntness, but you're nothing. What could you possibly do to me? The character herself of a human, which is more than enough to end you piece of shit. Tajika raises her arm, her metal joints hissing as the countless silver wires reveal themselves in the sunlight. The gleaming threads crisscross like a spider's web, suddenly contracting and wedging toward the center. Prove it to me, then. Oh my god, I hate this. John Doe gets ground. His arms outstretched, his flames erupt with a roar, instantly melting the silver wires and snaring his body. A gust of wind surges as Tajika rushes out from the gunpowder smoke. Her dagger carving a brilliant arc of light that melts through the steel armor and plunges into the Ascendant's body. In the same motion, Tajika raises her left fist and darts it with whistling force toward the Ascendant's shattered mask. A dull metallic thud rings out as the Ascendant raises her arm just in time, firmly blocking her attack mid-strike. Die, you monster! You lunatic! Crimson light pulsates like breaths, crackling as it gathers at Tajika's forehead, yet she remains unflinching, her right hand exerting all its strength to drive the blazing dagger deep into the Ascendant's chest. Punching virus compresses with metallic resonance as the surrounding air instantly becomes scalding like acid rain, corroding and burning through Tajika's skin. Oh my god! Still won't let go? Trading lines isn't a battle you can win. Shut up! The punishing virus rolls across her skin, the stinging pain in her flesh growing more intense, yet only makes her grip on her weapon more firm as she drives it deeper and deeper. Her ferocious will to win boils through her veins. She steps forward with a battle cry. Fighting her fate with her enemies, she plunges them both to their demise. As long as I could bring you down with me, you can burn with this city. Before he can finish, a bullet whistles through the air, piercing straight through the Ascendant's abdomen. The crimson blade that he has been forming above shatters instantly. Huh? Who was that? Tajika immediately looks toward the bullet's origin. Through her blood-clotted vision, she can make out a strange figure in gray, slowly emerging from the smoke. There's no need to risk yourself. I'll hand it in. Go me! Is it you? The ascendant turns toward you with a tremor, his voice beneath the mask filled with astonishment. Getting instruction on the battlefield isn't a good habit, you know? Run down those blind spot. Another figure suddenly appears, rushing to his side with supernatural speed. A massive side swings downward, his edge wreathed in purple lightning. The blade slices through the ascendant's upper body like cutting butter. John Doe's towering mechanical body separates at the shoulder, clasping like a severed stalk of wheat. The sacrifices are already... Shut up! Before he could finish his cryptic message, Jajika crushed his head beneath her foot. Jang! Ignoring the well-timed reinforcements, the badly wounded Jajika staggers toward her falling comrade. Oh my god. Boss! Don't move. I need to stop your bleeding first. Hey, you too! Come help! Jajika looks up, only to find herself face to face with a strangely familiar visage. Awkward! Their eyes lock, and the battlefield falls into momentarily silence. Jajika, I'm Kelly, the Grey Raven commandant. Studying you, Jajika seems surprised that you know her name. The battle isn't over yet. Narbatia, help her train the wounded. I'll take the front line. I'll command us to victory. Understood. Company F, 45 wounded, 27 killed in action. Captain Dele was hit by a shrapnel on her neck at the main intersection. She died at the scene. The pungent smell of antiseptic invades the nostrils, mingling with the iron-like scent of blood that lingers in the sterile white space alongside groans of pain. Continue. Commander Lee sits outside the emergency room as a soldier wraps bandages around his left arm while reporting the battle's outcome. 5 members from the command center are critically injured, all currently in emergency care. 6 suffer minor injuries. All is still fit for duty, including yourself, sir. Thanks to the Grey Raven commandant, civilian casualties were kept within acceptable parameters. Thank you for your assistance. Commander Lee turns to look at you, who are sitting beside him. That's alright. So you're Kelly. Oh, okay. I'm getting judged. The one-eyed female soldier leans against the opposite wall, a complicated expression crossing her face as she hears her identity. Yes. Is something wrong? Oh gosh. It's nothing. My boss mentioned you before. Oh, what a nummy! Oh! Just then, the emergency room door opens, and Narbatia steps out. Pausing at the threshold, she releases a long, heavy sigh. How is he? Jajika rushes forward, trying to peek into the emergency room, but Narbatia stands firmly in her way and slowly closes the door. It doesn't look good. We exhausted all the medications here. I managed to control the bleeding as best as I could, but I handed over further treatment to the other doctors. How long will we last without medications? 3 days tops, maybe just 1. Clearly rubs her temples. Also, some of the life support equipment here is far too old. The critical values are unstable. I'm afraid this place simply can't accommodate this many wounded. This place? The words sting Jajika like needles. She lowers her head, her fists clenched tight. Narbatia! Jajika suddenly lunges forward, seizing Narbatia by the shoulders, and slamming her against the door to the emergency room. Anger flushes her cheeks crimson as she stands in silence, her nostrils flaring, her piercing gaze boring into Narbatia's eyes. I didn't mean to upset you, Jajika. There it is again. Your tone sounds exactly the same as that cold, detached letter you sent. Letter? Narbatia's gaze sharpens slightly as she falls to contemplation, clearly not understanding what Jajika is talking about. Jajika shoots Narbatia glare, then releases her right hand to retrieve a letter from the pouch at her waist. It's right there in black and white. Narbatia, Science Council of Babylonia. I never wrote you a letter. What does it say? Jajika furrows her brow, shoves the letter into Narbatia's hands. Narbatia's expression turns vigilant, as she quickly reads through the letter. She has no memory of writing. So there can be no mistake. John Joe, though, the descendant you've been tracking, is in the Kartaki satellite city. A complicated and profound secret is hidden here, Baku seemingly pointing to her. Forgive me for being unable to reveal the whole truth here. Margaret, she's still alive. The catalyst of the great academic explosion that sparked that led to Kartaki's downfall is hiding within the ruins of Kartaki itself. Rabatia frowned slightly as she wore the letter, looking at Jajinka with confusion. This is a forgery. Where did you get it? Through official Oasis channels. You don't need to know the details. I already verified it. It came from Babylonia. If the letter is fake, why are you here right now? What are the odds of such a coincidence? I'm now on an assignment. This commandant has been traveling with me. Following Rabatia's gaze, Jajinka turns to look in your direction. I'm just gonna nod. What about the details mentioned in that letter? Who else besides us could possibly know those things? I don't have the answer for that, but I must emphasize that I had nothing to gain from this letter. Jajinka? She hesitates for a moment before pronouncing her name. She's not lying. Commander Lee, who has remained silent until now, suddenly speaks up. How can you tell? Her eyes. If you're making some sick joke, sir, I'll do the correct to the flavor and give you a dignified end myself. I taught you all once that a soldier's eyes never lie. As for what Navratia's eyes look like when she's lying, you should know that better than I do, Jajinka. Jajinka's gaze starts back and forth. She hesitates momentarily, then awkwardly releases her grip. Whoever forged this letter wanted to lure me to Kardaki. This person also knows about Margaret and many details about the great idyllic explosion. What if that person is Margaret herself? Audrey Pierce's eyes turned toward the elements. Nerfati and I came from Kardaki across the river. While there, we were attacked by the descendant John Doe. That must have been one of his mechanical doubles, so he's operating between the ruins of Kardaki and the satellite city simultaneously. More importantly, a young girl was with him. She was Margaret. I saw her with my own eyes. Jajika's eyes widened in shock. Truly he's alive? Right there in Kardaki? I can't say for certain. She appears to be nothing more than a phantom, and was impossible to communicate with. After the battle ended, her form simply dissipated. If John Doe's controlling Margaret, he may have learned about your past. In other words, this letter might have come from the descendant. He could have lured Jajika to Kardaki for some purpose. But how is that psychopath planning? Her body gazes out the window toward the north, where the golden light is piercing through the layers of mist and flickering amidst the smoke-shrouded ruins. The great idyllic explosion, the golden oak, the descendant, Margaret. We might be just one step away from the truth. Huh, one step away. Jajika kicks away an empty bottle at her feet, sneering with disdain. I thought you'd finally grown conscious after all these years were numbered, those of us still living down here on the surface. But the letter was fake. What a shame. She questioned Nervatia, spitting out each word as she tears the letter to shreds. Jajika, you planted the Forsaken flag in 23 cities and kidnapped 12 diplomatic invoices over the past 5 years. Rangers always come and go like ghosts, striking before disappearing. How the hell was I supposed to find you? You know damn well what I'm really angry about, Nervatia. She opens her palm, allowing the paper fragments to flutter down like snowflakes. Let me remind you that your name has been on the Babylonia's wanted list ever since that day. Yet nobody's come after you all these years. You don't actually think Jessel withdrew the warrant, do you? How dare you bring up that day? What? That day. He feels a sharp pain between his eyebrows and unconsciously begins to murmur under his breath. Perhaps due to his injuries, Commander Lee suddenly feels dizzy, the voices of the two arguing women growing increasingly distant. He steadies himself, feeling as though he has seen the scene before. In his daze, the surrounding walls seem to peel away and collapse, revealing numerous indistinct figures materializing before his eyes. Once again, he faces a nightmare that has tormented him countless times before. Once again, he returns to that day. Wait, what day? It was from that day before their lives no longer intersected, as they irrevocably fell into parallel destinies. No? Oh my goodness, wow. Oh my god. This chapter is so intense, my gosh.